What is up, people? Welcome back to Mainstream Cryptos. You are about to hear the weekly crypto news with Abby. That would be me. This week, we are looking at some mind blowing stuff in terms of globalization and how crypto is expanding, particularly some of the major crypto exchanges. So grab your seatbelts and let's dive into it. Piece of news number one. A new crypto protocol captures more than 80% of the NEFT lending market in just 1 month. On May the 1st, Blur, an Ethereum-based NEFT marketplace, rolled out Blend, a peer-to-peer perpetual lending protocol for non-fungible tokens. Blend allows collectors to put up tokens as collateral to purchase NEFTs instead of buying them upfront. In the 4 weeks since its launch, DApp Radar notes that Blend has represented 82% of the borrowing volume across all NEFT lending protocols. Here you can see a diagram. Visually, even just looking at that visually, that is very strong dominance. DeFi Llama reports that Blur is now the top NEFT marketplace, with nearly 55% of the market share, compared to the second largest competitor, OpenSea, which has 19.55% of the market at the time of writing. Piece of news number two. Crypto exchange Domini launches European headquarters in Ireland amid swirling US regulatory uncertainty. This seems to be a common theme these days. On Thursday, Cameron Winklevoss, who co-founded the exchange with his twin brother Tyler, announced his company would be setting up a regional headquarters in Ireland. I quote, "Awesome meeting this morning with Leo Varadkar, the Prime Minister of Ireland. We talked about the profound promise of crypto and the importance of common sense regulation to realize that promise. We believe MICA is that common sense regulation. We also announced that Gemini has finally made Ireland its European headquarters. Onward." I feel like adding a ho to that. MICA stands for Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation, a piece of legislation in the European Union that will provide rules covering the supervision, consumer protection, and environmental safeguards of crypto assets. The law also includes measures against other financial crimes, including market manipulation, money laundering, and terrorist financing. The European Union passed MICA earlier this month, and the legislation is set to go into effect by next year. Varadkar, the Irish Prime Minister, notes that Gemini is the first firm registered by the Central Bank of Ireland as a virtual asset service provider. Number three. $30 billion exits the US banking system in 1 week as deposit flight grows. New numbers from the Federal Reserve show the amount of money people are putting out of their bank accounts is once again on the rise. According to stats compiled by the Federal Reserve Economic Data System, depositors yanked $30 billion out of American bank accounts from May the 10th through May the 17th in a span of just 7 days. That represents an increase of more than $4 billion over the previous week. The US banking system now has a total of $17.15 trillion in deposits compared to $18.03 trillion 1 year ago. The deposit flight follows the failures of 3 regional banks, Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and First Republic. According to a Federal Reserve report, more than 700 American banks are considered to be facing significant safety and soundness risk due to unrealized losses that exceed 50% of their capital. In the report, the Fed calls out its own interest rate hikes as the core reason those banks are now in a precarious position. According to CME Group's FedWatch tool, at time of publishing, 35.8% of traders think the Fed will again raise rates next month. Piece of news number 4. China publishes a Web3 white paper to promote the industry's development. This should be interesting considering the People's Republic of China's previous anti-crypto approach. Beijing, the Chinese capital city, has published a white paper focusing on industry development. The white paper, titled Web3 Innovation and Development White Paper 2023, outlines the city's strategic plans, objectives, and policies to propel the growth of the Web3 industry within its borders. Additionally, the release of the Web3 white paper by the Beijing Municipal Science and Technology Commission at the Zhongguancun Forum further highlights the importance and commitment of the Beijing government to foster the development of Web3 technology. According to reports, Beijing's Web3 white paper highlights the city's commitment to providing policy assistance and driving technological advancements in order to boost the Web3 business. Notably, these policies may include regulatory frameworks, investment incentives, tax breaks, and efforts to promote collaboration among industry stakeholders and government authorities. The timing of the release of Beijing's Web3 white paper, as noted by Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, is deemed interesting due to the upcoming implementation of crypto rules in Hong Kong on June the 1st. Crypto News Report number 5. Binance is set to restart operations in Japan in the coming weeks. According to the latest news, Binance has started with the procedure of creating a completely new, fully licensed subsidiary in Japan. In accordance with the agreement, Sakura Exchange Bitcoin will stop providing its present services by the 31st of May and relaunch as Binance Japan in the coming weeks. The new organization will need registration from users of the exchange's international platform in the nation. After the 1st of August this year, the migration will be accessible, and an updated identity validation procedure will be included to satisfy local regulations. The trading platform will not be providing derivative products or services in Japan, according to a notification on its website. Users from the nation cannot open new derivative accounts on Binance's international platform. After June the 9th, Japanese citizens utilizing the global platform won't be allowed to expand or establish new options positions. According to the exchange, orders that remain unfilled are going to be cancelled, and existing accounts have to be liquidated by June the 23rd. The Binance leveraged tokens won't be traded or subscribed to. Number 6. Gulf Binance secures an operational license from Thailand. Binance joint venture with Gulf Nova is known as Gulf Binance and has secured several licenses from the Ministry of Finance in Thailand. These licenses make Gulf Binance a digital asset service provider regulated by the region's Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the published statement, the venture is looking at kicking off operations fully as a digital assets exchange and broker in Thailand by the 4th quarter of this year. Number 7. Monaco, Neft, and Formula One. Reasons why Polygon is bullish. The Platinum Group, the premier ticket provider for Grand Prix events, has joined forces with a Neft marketplace, Element, and a Web3 company, Barry, to release a new NFT ticketing system on Polygon that debuted this week at the Formula One event in Monaco. In response to this deal, Matic prices rallied on the 26th of May, soaring to as high as $0.97. Even though prices have since retracted, the upswing momentum remains and the token appears to be bottoming up. Whether this event will trigger more gains in the sessions ahead is yet to be seen. However, the spike that lifted Matic above key resistance levels on May the 26th may be the foundation for another rally going forward. Currently, Matic is down 40% from February 2023 highs and remains under pressure, trailing other assets including Bitcoin. Are you ready for number 8? Aptos Hackathon partnership set. Apt bulls are up for a strong run. At the time of writing, there are indications of a potential market recovery. At least the major coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum are posting decent gains. Aptos is one of the tokens that is expected to experience an increase in bullishness and price. Although Apt gains are minuscule at 1.7% in the last 24 hours, the project's partnership and on-chain developments point to a somewhat rosy picture. Apt price rose to $8.30 at the time of writing, contributing highly to this bullish momentum. Crypto ecosystems use contests to support new projects that need funding. Aptos Hack returns with Hack Holland, an event to find the new wave of Web3 projects that will contribute to the industry's growth. The Hack Holland Hackathon, which takes place on June the 5th to the 7th, is set to engender the next wave of DeFi products and services on Aptos. The event will give away prizes in categories like Nefts, DeFi, public goods, and many more. Number 9. Whales flock to XRP and accumulate 52 million tokens in just 3 weeks. Recent data has revealed a common trend in the XRP market as whales have been actively accumulating millions of tokens over a short period, particularly in the last 3 weeks. This surge in whale activity has sparked intrigue and speculation among crypto enthusiasts, suggesting a strong bullish sentiment toward Ripple's remittance token. Over the past 3 weeks alone, these prominent investors have acquired 52 million XRP, representing an estimated value of over 22 million US dollars. Notably, the accumulation trend has been primarily observed among XRP whales, specifically addresses holding 10 million to 100 million XRP. This period of intense accumulation began on the 7th of May, following a notable sell-off pressure that occurred on April the 12th. What drives the accumulation? The sudden urge in XRP accumulation by whales has raised questions about what factors could be driving this bullish sentiment. While individual motivations may vary, several plausible explanations shed light on the underlying dynamics at play. One significant factor could be the anticipation of positive developments within the Ripple ecosystem, such as new partnerships or advancements in the adoption of Ripple's token for cross-border transactions. Notably, such developments often drive demand for Ripple's token, prompting investors to accumulate the token in anticipation of future price appreciation. Furthermore, the recent regulatory clarity surrounding Ripple's legal battle with the US SEC may have also contributed to the increased confidence among whales. Crypto news update number 10. Nike's Swoosh Web3 platform surpasses $1 million in sales. Swoosh, a Web3 platform developed by the popular sports brand Nike, has already generated more than $1 million in sales from its first sneaker-themed non-fungible token collection. The strong sales number indicates that despite some early technical issues and delays, the demand for well-designed shoes in the metaverse is healthy. Quote, "We ran into an unforeseen error that held up the minting process. This also blocked additional purchases," wrote the Swoosh team in a tweet on the first day of the general sale on the 24th of May. Before that, the sale of the NFTs began for an exclusive group of selected users on the 15th, about a week after the originally planned launch date on the 8th. At the time of writing on Friday, more than 71,000 NFTs had been sold, data from Polygon Scan showed. The marketplace started out with a total inventory of 106,453 NFTs for sale. Each NFT is selling for $19.82, with the price referencing the release year of Nike's original Air Force One sneaker. Interesting. Given the price tag, Nike's NFT sales have now likely surpassed $1.4 million. Moving on to number 11. The Hong Kong police launch a cyber defender to help protect citizens in the metaverse. The Hong Kong police force has launched Cyber Defender, a new metaverse platform aimed at educating the public about the potential dangers associated with Web3 and the metaverse. The platform, developed by the Cybersecurity and Technology Crime Bureau, was created to prepare Hong Kong citizens for the challenges ahead in the digital age, with a focus on technology crime prevention, the government said in a recent statement. CSTCB's Chief Inspector, Ip Chik-yu, said Cyber Defender is a necessary step towards ensuring citizen safety in the metaverse. Speaking at the platform's official launch event, he urged attendees to exercise caution while navigating the metaverse. I quote, "All crimes in the cyberspace could also happen in the metaverse, such as investment frauds, unauthorized access to systems, theft, and sexual offenses." The new initiative by CSTCB comes as there was a significant rise in virtual asset crime levels in Hong Kong during the first quarter of the year. The Hong Kong police force reported 663 cases involving virtual assets, which resulted in a total loss of $570 million, a 75% increase compared to the first quarter of 2022. Number 12. Web3 freelancing metaverse DLance makes history as it secures a massive $1.12 million investment from prominent VC firm as public pre-sale exceeds $1.1 million. Bitgert Ventures will invest $1.12 million in DLance to help fund the development of its blockchain-powered metaverse, which is already generating huge hype in Web3 circles, and some observers think could upend the still very Web2 platform-centric freelance or gig work economy. What is DLance? Revolutionizing the working economy with its decentralized freelance metaverse. DLance is building an innovative crypto and NFT-powered metaverse that unites freelancers and employers and promises to transform remote working forever. as well as the $761 billion recruitment sector. Think of D-Lance's metaverse as a blockchain-powered, work-focused digital space that is designed to empower both freelancers and employers with lower fees than existing major Web2 freelance websites. News number 13. Cardano. Cardano is called the green blockchain, and here is why it's true. Two pillars of Cardano's eco-friendliness. Cardano deserves green blockchain status for two clear advantages over level 1 competitors. Firstly, far less energy consumption, and secondly, its staking mechanism. Such a statement was made by Input Output Global in a tweet today on May the 25th, 2023. There you can see their tweet. Proof of stake, a type of blockchain consensus used by Cardano and post-merge Ethereum, is far more efficient than proof of work and its alternatives. In proof of stake, block producers do not need to spend excessive amounts of time and computer power to find cryptographic hashes. This is what significantly lowers the carbon emission and reduces the influence of the blockchain on the environment. As a result, Cardano node software clients can be run even on low-cost devices, including Raspberry Pi microcomputers. Unlike that, proof-of-work blockchains rely on expensive hardware and consume huge amounts of energy, according to Cardano experts. We are nearing the end of the news for this week. Number 14. A sleeping Ethereum whale emerges. An Ethereum holder, inactive for the last 8 years, has suddenly emerged, transferring a substantial amount of Ethereum to a new address. The holder, who joined during the Ethereum initial coin offering, transferred all their 8,000 Ethereum, worth about $14.7 million into a new account, according to data from Etherscan. The transaction's value has left the crypto community intrigued, sparking conversations about what this so-called whale, an individual or organization holding a significant amount of a cryptocurrency, might do next. Crypto market watchers are speculating about the potential implications of this activity, given that it is the second significant Ethereum whale to emerge in less than 2 weeks. Earlier this month, another Ethereum whale resurfaced after 2 years of dormancy. The whale, another early participant in Ethereum's initial coin offering, staked 4,032 Ethereum, equivalent to approximately $7.4 million. This stake marked their first activity in 2.4 years and spurred a considerable amount of speculation and excitement within the crypto community. And last on the books for this week, piece of news number 15. This brings our news time together to a rather amusing end. Binance CEO celebrates Peter Schiff's conversion to crypto. Longtime crypto critic Peter Schiff has made an unexpected foray into the world of cryptocurrencies and non-fungible tokens, much to the amusement of Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao. In a recent tweet, CZ jovially welcomed Schiff's conversion, stating, "Seeing Peter Schiff convert makes me happy." This comes after Schiff, a steadfast critic of Bitcoin and the wider cryptocurrency market, announced a project to release a Neft art collection on the Bitcoin blockchain. In his tweet, Schiff stated that he was collaborating with one of his favorite artists, Market Price, to produce a series of ordinals, which are digital assets similar to Nefts. The collection will feature the original painting Golden Triumph and a series of prints and ordinals inscribed on the Bitcoin blockchain. Despite Schiff's assertion that he has not yet arrived in the world of crypto, his new venture suggests an acknowledgement of the value and potential of the industry he once derided. So there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, investors young and old, that is the end of our news slot for this week. Thank you for joining us. If you found that helpful and if you would like to keep up to date with us and get notified when we here at Mainstream Cryptos send out either our weekly news updates or other content designed to help you invest more wisely and keep up to date with new developments, please click that subscribe button. That's all for now, and I'll be seeing you next week.